This group consisted of two industry titans that would give birth to the most important group of musicians and vocalists in the music industry today, permanently altering the trajectory of R&B. This group is mainly recognized for launching the careers of Babyface and Reid. The centerpiece of today's video is all about the Deele. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. This story begins in 1981 in Cincinnati, Ohio, with local musicians drummer Antonio Reid, bassist Kevin K.O. Robertson, vocalist percussionist Darnell D. Bristol, lead vocalist Carlos Satin Green, and guitarist keyboardist Stay Stanley Stick Burke, and guitarist Steve Tuck Walters, collectively known as the Deele. The group was once known as Essence before changing its name to the Deele. L.A. Reid describes the naming of the group stating, "We took our name from our experiences. It's synonymous with the way we live our lives. In such a short time, we have had to experience a lot of things, and yet we have been able to deal with it all. Hence, we're the Deele. The spelling? Oh, that just makes us different and unique." Reid, Robertson, and Walters were members of a previous Cincinnati-based band named Pure Essence. Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, hailing from Indianapolis, later joined in 1981, and Walters left the band before they began recording their debut album, Street Beat.
Now, how long have you guys been playing instruments, and then go from there and tell me how the Deele formed?
Man, we started out real young. Dee and I first met when we were in the 7th grade, and I saw the guy, and he was playing the guitar at that time. I was a bass player. I had to meet him, and we've been together ever since.
Mm-hmm. All right, so tell me how did the Deele come together? Was everybody in like rival bands, and then you guys came together, or what?
Yeah, this is Dee. I could shed a little light on that. Yeah, from high school and everything, we were always in rival bands and stuff. But when we got to the 9th grade, myself, K.O., and L.A. Reid, want to throw a little shout out for Hughes High School. Yeah, that's where it all started. We had a group called the Backstabbers. L.A. was on drums, and K.O. was on bass, and of course I was the lead singer. And we won a bunch of local talent shows and everything. Then after we got out of high school, we started a group called Essence, and then that lasted for about 2 years. And after Essence, I left Essence, and then L.A. called me a week later. He said, "Hey, man, let's have a meeting." So myself, K.O., and L.A., we got together at L.A.'s mom's house. This was back in 1980. Yes. And we formed the Deele right there at L.A.'s mom's house. We were trying to think of a name, my man, and so I was thinking, like, hey, we're going to be dealing with a lot of different situations, people coming at us. We're going to be dealing with things. So that's where the name, the Deele, came up.
At the time, we was looking for a deal. That's what we was all about, getting a record deal.
The group signed to Dick Griffey's solo label, where they had their first hit in late 1983, When Body Talk peaked at number 3 on Billboard's Black Singles charts, but only reached number 77 on the Hot 100 charts, helping the group's debut album crack the upper half of the Billboard 200 charts. Two subsequent singles from the album, And It's My Luck,
and now you're telling me it's all in the past,
and Surrender.
Girl, surrender, 'cause I'm taking it all. Come get it, baby, you can have.
But the group's second album, 1985's material Thangz, was a disappointment, as it launched only one hit R&B single with the number 14 title track. Following a brief gap, during which Babyface recorded his debut solo album called Lovers, the band regrouped to record new material. They reached the apex of their career in 1987 with the release of their third album, Eyes of a Stranger, which produced 2 top 10 R&B singles, Shoot 'em Up Movies,
Falling in love,
and perhaps their best known song, Two Occasions. The latter track reached number 4 on the R&B charts and cracked the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. Music videos were made for both songs. The video for the It was during this time that Reid and Babyface Edmonds began crafting their talents as songwriters for other artists. They wrote and produced Girlfriend, which featured backing vocals from Deele members and became a top 10 hit for Reid's girlfriend and eventual wife, Pebbles. During this period, not only were they writing for the group and Pebbles, they also wrote and produced The Whispers, Rocksteady. In 1988, encouraged by their songwriting success with other artists, both Babyface and Reid left the group and founded Loveface Records in 1989. At the beginning of the 1990s, Reid and Edmonds would become successful record producers. Although not as recognized as Reid and Edmonds, another group member, Kevin Robertson maintained his association with the two and was an instrumental part of the production team's success behind the scenes as a songwriter, co-producer, and studio bassist. Babyface would also embark on a very successful run as a solo artist. In 1993, Green and Bristol reunited again as the Deele without Reid, Edmonds, or Robertson to record the album, An Invitation to Love. This album found the group adopting a more new jack swing bass sound and incorporating rap into many of their songs. Failing to make a dent in the charts, the group called it quits later that same year. In March 2016, all of the old group's lineup, including Babyface and L.A. Reid, returned to perform at a BET Honors event where Reid was honored. This performance resulted in a more permanent reunification throughout the summer, as well as plans to tour and record. Their popular song Two Occasions was referenced in various other songs, including Mariah Carey's 2005 Billboard Hot 100 #1 smash, We Belong Together, Rap the Game's 2006 song One Night, and Plies' 2009 song Wanted, Needed featuring Ashanti. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song from the Deele?